Officer Harris, 1982. Officer Witzer, 1988. Officer Garcia, 1989. Officer Gaddis, 1994. Officer Rodney Johnson, 2006. Officer Gator, 2008. Officer Canales, 2009. The City of Houston deserves better law enforcement as a tool. District A, the neighborhood that I represent, the area that I represent, deserves safer neighborhoods, safer businesses. ICE has presented two options to us since 1996. My feelings are that the City of Houston take in both options, both 287G and secure communities. They each have their advantage. The 19-year-old General Order number 500-5 needs to be abolished. Let me say that one more time. General Order number 500-5 needs to be abolished. For 5.5 years, I have quietly met with the mayor at various times and asked him to abolish 500-5. November 17th, in that weekend, a number of articles appeared in the newspapers and said, or told council that, oh, by the way, forget what happened last March. We're going against 287G. There were some reasons there that I questioned, especially after the county's meeting yesterday. I think we all need to learn from our neighbors, the surrounding counties, especially Harris County and the commissioners there. They've had a successful program for 1 year using 287G and secure communities. Their cost was not in the newspaper talking about the City of Houston doing away with 287G. Their cost is less than $1 million. And oh, by the way, the U.S. Justice Department gave them $2.9 million for the housing of illegal immigrants. In 2008, the City of Houston and the county each looked at about 133,000 suspects on criminal charges. The City of Houston detained only 207. I'll say that again, only 207 for immigration agents. The county, with their program of secure communities and 287G, detained 9,110 for illegal immigration, 7% versus 1%. 287G allows trained officers to interview or question inmates or people that have been checked into the jail, detainees. That's what 287G does. The mayor or the police chief determines exactly what goes on in the jail once you're 287G. Joe Alfaro, a Salvadorian, shot Officer Richard Salter in the face. Joe Alfaro had been up 5 times on drug charges and released each time. One time, sent back to Mexico voluntarily, but came back. Could that have been avoided? I don't know. But we have a lot of people that are brought up on crime and commit crimes, and they're released. And then they're put back in the jail and released again. There's a quote that I love by Gary Blankenship, the president of HPOU. And it says, the bottom line is that constantly pointing the finger to blame Washington while kicking the can down the road is no way a fix for this problem. Today, more than ever, we need real leadership, hard choices, and a proactive mindset at the local level. So to sum this up, Mayor, when you look at this tape, I hope you will recheck your numbers of $2 and $3 million this program will cost. I hope that you'll quit writing Washington, because ICE has given us two options, and the City of Houston needs both options. Give our officers the training which will be the tool that they need to have a safer Houston. I feel like our crime will go down once we put 287G in place. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for being here, and I agree with my colleague, Councilmember Lawrence, and thank her for acknowledging the various voices on this issue that are here today. And it's a shame that we weren't able to hold the council meeting, that we suffered from lack of a quorum, because I think it's extremely important for this community to hear all of the voices on this and to have an adequate debate on the issue of 287G. I support the implementation of 287G, and I support our police officers who also would like to see implementation of 287G. After the tragic death of Rodney Johnson, we made the commitment to the public that we would check the citizenship status and the background status of anyone arrested for a Class B misdemeanor or above checked into our jails. 287G is the venue that allows us to keep that promise. I would urge the mayor and my colleagues on city council to join the county in supporting 287G and see that we implement that as promptly as possible, as well as the Safe Communities program offered by ICE. The cost is minimal compared to the number of officers whose lives we have lost in the line of duty. And I thank you again for being here.
Thank you. I'm Pam Holm. And first of all, I would like to thank my colleagues, Councilmember Lawrence, Councilmember Clutterbuck, and Councilmember Sullivan, for the courage to bring this issue forward for discussion. This is one of the few tools that council members have in order to open dialogue and to make sure that the voices are heard from all of our perspectives is through a called meeting. And so I applaud their courage. I'm disappointed that my colleagues, no matter what your position is, that you don't share in this important time for openness and dialogue. I very much support 287G. I have, for years, been on record that I think the administrative policy that the city follows is in contrast with the goal of the city. We as elected officials have one job and one job only, and that is to improve and keep safe the lives of our citizens. And in doing so, the tools that 287G equips us with is to allow individuals who have committed a crime that in the line of questioning, it is discovered that there are some violations of immigration law that cannot be disregarded. It must be addressed. And so for that issue, this has to go forward. There has to be discussion on it, and there's got to be decisions made. There are other tools that are available to us, and I think that too could have been a part of this discussion. I don't think that this should be moved forward under a mayor's report or another opportunity that doesn't have the inclusiveness of all perspectives and the dialogue of the entire community. Thank you all for being here, and once again, thank you, colleagues.
I'm Councilmember Mike Sullivan. I'd like to say that my constituents have called on me to advocate for implementation in this program. Why? Because they want people to abide by the laws, all laws, not just the laws that they want to follow. Over 10,000 prisoners have been turned over to ICE from Harris County Sheriff's Department. It shows that it can be done, but this is a staggering number considering that represents only a portion of the population and that these individuals have actually been arrested for a crime. Houston Police Officers Union and the men and women on the street know what they need to do their jobs and what they need to ensure their safety. We have to listen to them and to give them the tools that they need. They told me they need a 287G program. Now, this is not a political stunt for me. It's not about Republicans or Democrats or running for higher office. I'm not running for any other office at this time. My comments are very sincere. This is about providing for a safe city, a city that's safe for its residents, its businesses, and its visitors. Our homes need to be safe, our neighborhoods need to be safe. We have an absolute responsibility to provide a safe environment for all Houstonians and everyone in